So, what do you do when the thing that you had planned and plotted to go one way goes the exact opposite way? I mean, what do you do in your life when the thing that you knew for sure, you say, I know this much for sure, that thing that you had planned and plotted to go a certain way just completely and utterly goes buck wild the opposite way? I mean, what do you do in those moments? I mean, what do you tell yourself about yourself? What do you tell yourself about the airlines or about God or about your mother or daddy or your boo boo? I mean, what do you do? My name is Rodney McKenzie, and today I'm talking to you about that exact same thing, about what happens, about what you do when life has a conversation with you and life changes, when things change without your awareness or without you being prepared for that level of change in your life. In my life, there have been several situations or experiences that have happened where I was thrown. I just didn't expect the thing that happened to happen. I thought that a relationship was going to go this way, and suddenly the relationship goes completely opposite the direction that I thought it was going to go. Or, you're living in your apartment that is cozy. I mean, you got issues with your apartment, but you like it. I mean, it was your first apartment. I mean, why wouldn't you love your first apartment? And then your landlord says that you need to leave in a month. And he told you that an hour ago. I mean, what do you do? I mean, what do you tell yourself about yourself? I mean, what do you tell yourself about the world? There's an old saying that if you want to make God laugh, I mean, like really, really laugh. I mean, if you want to make God have one of those like tumble over, like gotta grab my tummy, it's so hilarious. You just tell God your plans. I mean, tell God everything that's gonna happen, and you'll make God, the divine, whatever you choose to call that thing itself, you'll make that thing laugh. You know, in my life, I've learned that the law of change is so powerful. The law of change states that everything changes. I mean, it doesn't only change in the future or in 5 minutes, but that everything is actually changing right now. And if there's one thing that you can depend upon, this law states, is change. That's what you can depend upon. Everything else, guess what? It's going to change. But the law of change, that's the thing you can count on and depend upon. This morning I woke up. It was time for me to go back to New York City. And guess what happens? My flight is canceled. Why? There's a blizzard in New York. What do you do? This morning I woke up thinking about the meetings I had, the classes I was going to teach, the coffee I was going to have with new friends, and life changed. Things changed, and guess what? I realized that this is what change feels like and looks like. We can war against change. I mean, we can. We can battle within ourselves and tell ourselves what should have happened and why this is what I wanted. Or we can breathe. And we can realize that right where we stand is holy ground. Right where we are is perfect, whole, and complete. And the reason that we know it's perfect, whole, and complete is because we're there. Because wherever we are, wherever we stand, wherever we find ourselves is the place that we're meant to be. See, the law of change tells us that we can depend upon the change. And by us knowing that change happens, we become the saviors, not for the world, but for ourselves. And so it is, all right? Have a good day. Peace.